But the creator of the 60 home run club didn't need PEDs. Oh no, he opted for Scotch whiskey. You see, before Babe Ruth, baseball was a completely different sport. The dead ball era was filled with slap-hitting, stealing bases, and bunting. Home runs were rare, and teams played like they were trying to win a game of small ball chess. Then came the Sultan of SWAT, a pure American man who was fueled by bottles of Dewar's and afternoons with his mistresses. By 1927, Babe Ruth was already a legend. He'd shattered records, changed how the game was played, and turned the Yankees into a dynasty. But in 1927, he was mythological. He hit exactly 60 home runs in 27, more than every other team in the American League. That's right. For example, the entire Washington Senators roster combined for 29 home runs. Ruth more than doubled them by himself. Yankees were a juggernaut that year, no surprise, winning 110 games behind their infamous Murderers Row lineup. Lou Gehrig was an MVP-caliber sidekick, but Ruth was the show. He launched bombs into the stands like nobody'd ever seen before, treating opposing pitchers like extras in his own baseball movie. In September, fans packed Yankee Stadium every night to see if Ruth could get one step closer to that magical number. And back then, there was no juice, no weightlifting programs. Einstein hadn't even invented math yet. Just cigars, hot dogs, and raw talent. On September 30th, 1927, one of the final games of the season, Ruth stepped up to bat against Tom Zachary of the Washington Senators, who was probably a random laborer at the local hatchery, but he's better known for being the guy Babe Ruth crushed number 60 off of, setting a record that would stand for 34 years. And as he crossed home plate, Ruth famously told a teammate, 60 home runs. Holy I'm goated. Which, let's be honest, is one of the hardest flexes in sports history. Ruth's 60-homer season was a paradigm shift. The Slappy McSlappersons that polluted the league were being rendered obsolete in real time. Women were only interested in men who could launch balls into the stands. And the best part? This glutton partied like he ran the Long Island night scene with Jay Gatsby in the West Egg. We're talking endless booze, steak dinners, and enough cigs to give a horse lung cancer. Yet, he mashed baseballs like George Costanza.